Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, May 9th, 2024. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets, and this is being pre-recorded to the U.S. session open. So, we've seen how the market have stalled and has created a cough of congestion right below 18,300 and right above the 18,100. Now, we've seen how markets have reacted to different reportings from companies. All of these companies have obviously, some have been expectations, some have not, but without any doubt, the market is looking to sustain itself north of 18,000 so far. Now, speculation regarding will we have interest rate cuts or will we actually have an interest rate hike? Now, in order for us to see something of the sort of our interest rate hike, we will need to see jobless, the unemployment rate being completely hot, something that has really gone wrong for that to happen. That will be the initial, the fastest way for the Feds to raise hikes. Now, today we're going to be seeing the jobless reports coming out. Anything that will that will probably remotely say towards that session, then we'll be seeing some movements in the market. But this particular coughing of congestion is creating a particular scenario for a breakout. Would it be to the upside? Would it be to the downside? That is obviously our job to speculate and have all of our probabilities or study all our probabilities for which way the market will go. So one way to that we could probably analyze this is the AI hype. Is it over? Has this run its course? Has this particular industry just been overheated? We've seen how Nvidia, which is the one that started the whole fire in this particular industry, has moved really about 200% since last year. Some other ones have not been so, you know, moving that strongly per se. So let's see if today we actually be waiting for Nvidia's report to come out on May 22nd. So perhaps the markets are just, standing by to see what the report will be. So for now, I would also just continue to say that we'll be in range, just a very sharpy session, looking to stay north of 18,000 as a support, and obviously also looking to stay south of the 18,300, and that channel is getting tighter and tighter by the day. As far as the S&P 500 goes, the same scenario, the same rhetoric with the Nasdaq will be applied. Yesterday, we basically had a flat session. Today, will that also play suit? That's what we need to obviously speculate, but be careful to being greedy and just staying too long in the trade. The Dow, even though yesterday was the one that had a more of a stronger fluctuation to the upside, today can be asserted towards a perhaps a one would be saying a correction, a pullback, retracement. Profit taken could also be on the table. So let's keep that in mind. Crude oil this spiked up. Yesterday we were looking at crude oil in the red, perhaps going towards the 76 handle. That didn't happen. So let's raise our support. Right, it actually did went to 77. So let's just raise our support to yesterday's low. Today the market is fluctuating a bit higher, $80, and just let's just be conservative. $80 can be that level where markets could probably just continue to fluctuate towards it and then just rebound or do a retracement of that before continuing any higher. So keep that in mind. Nat Gas, Nat Gas, it has yesterday it did kind of sort of almost reach our resistance level. It actually was shy of it about just 20 pips. So let's see if today will be a different story. Let's bring our support down to $2, being a psychological round number for it, even though we almost kind of did fluctuate to that level today, and bring down our resistance to $2.10. It has created also uh, equal highs and equal lows, meaning a coffin of congestion as well, volume node, however you want to name it. We are in the overbought territory still, so perhaps the market has done a precisely that retracement, that pullback toward the $2, so it can bring that RSI down into a neutral zone. So just keep our eye peels for that. As far as gold market goes, it's still in that within that range, just making that also that coughing of congestion. A lot of people uh, are continuing to speculate a breakout uh, out of gold, but it hasn't happened. It just continues to churn right around the 2300 pivot point that has been created all week. So I think that even though today's fluctuation is looking to the green, we will need to wait for confirmation for us to come in and take some sort of trade to the upside. Uh, right now, we want to be able to see if the market will continue to move higher towards the 2,340 resistance level point and then just spike out of that, or will the market today has run its course higher and then just start to retrace towards the bottom of the trading session for a week. So it is a very dicey situation. So be careful because you might just blown out your accounts. Silver, however, has broken out. We've been talking about this also particular scenario where it has been given a great setup for a was the breakout, and the breakout has happened to the upside. $28 will most likely be met today. So let's just raise our resistance right above 28 towards the 28.30, and let's bring our support up right to just the lows that has been created for the last 2 days. So after this scenario, let's see just how much more will the market continue to move higher. Copper, however, is also looking to just it's flattish right now. Yesterday it did fluctuate to the downside, uh, just almost barely touching our support level. So I'm gonna sustain that. It hasn't been violated nor broken. So let's hold on to that, and also let's just stay within the same range for resistance. We could speculate that the market could probably attempt another attempt to meet yesterday's high, or if he does just decides to sell off, would it come in and meet yesterday's low? So again, we'll be in within range of yesterday's trading range. Now, the currencies, the euro bounced off our support level of 107,200 and change. It is looking to move higher. Let's see if it'll sustain itself north of the 107,500. And the pound also bounced off of the 1.2448 support level towards the 125,400 level. That'll be the resistance, which I'm gonna bring down towards two. So that's our levels for today, and that could happen if we see that the dollar index just continues to fluctuate to the downside. And you might want to also take a look at the bond markets. The 10-year note is looking to start getting some more threat under its fluctuation. So let's see what will happen later on today. That is it for me. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow.